Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's topic, I'm going to explain how to spin Cisco SD-WAN on EVNG up and running. Also, I'm going to explain how to do the first time configuration and how to perform the certificate installation on the vManager, vSmart and vBond. Okay. So for the image download, you can follow the Cisco website, and once you download the image, you can use this link which is already there in the EVNG website. You can go to this link, and then if you see that all the steps required to upload an EVNG and the image format are already mentioned here. So follow these steps to bring your image to the EVNG image format so that we can bring the setup up. Okay, I'll give you this link in the description as well. Okay, once you upload the image to the EVNG server, then we'll be adding our vManager and vSmart, vBond and vH devices. As you are all aware that there are 4 setup devices. One is the management plane, control plane, data plane, and the orchestration. Okay, these 4 planes are divided into vManager, which is your management plane, and you have your vSmart, which is the control plane, and you have the vBond, which acts as orchestrator, and you have VH, where the actual data plane traffic flows in the SD-WAN setup. Okay, to set this up in EVNG, so one of the interface to be connected to the management cloud, so that we can access the vManage using the web browser. Okay, so you need to connect this to the management cloud, and in the vManage and vSmart and vBond, there are 2 VPN interfaces as per the Cisco. One is VPN 0 and VPN 512. VPN 0 is used to connect to the VH, which is your VPN 0, and VPN 512 used for the management. Okay, so this interface should be called under 512 VPN, and this interface here, that should be called under VPN 0, and all 3 should have the reachability. Also, you should have the reachability to the root CA server. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to install any root CA Windows or any other tool. So I'm going to use vManager to generate the certificate, and sign the certificate as well. Then we can upload it to the vManage, vSmart and vBond. Okay, so let's quickly jump onto the EVNG and add all these devices, then do the first time configurations, and explain you the step-by-step procedure. So I'm going to add a new lab. As I said, so vManager. So here you can see the CPU and the RAM is required. Then next is vSmart as our controller. Here to Ethernet interface. And finally we have vBond, the orchestrator. Now I'm going to add the management cloud. Click on network, then click on management cloud. Right click, add a switch. So I'm going to add Cisco IO switch, and I'm going to add these interfaces. Okay, now we have this connectivity. Just expanding so that we'll have the better visibility. Okay. So first let's bring the setup up, then we can add the VH in the next video. So I'm going to turn on, right click, start. Just wait for some time. I'm going to turn on this, turn on, right, turn on. Okay. Now I'm going to add the IP subnet that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use 10.0.0.0/24 range for the VPN 0. Click duplicate. Okay. Let's quickly log in. Click here, then it will open at PuTTY. So I'm using secure CRT. So it will open in the secure CRT. Okay. So let me log in. The username and password is admin and admin. So currently the system is initializing. So we need to wait for some time for the login. Okay. So let's wait. The default username and password for vManager, vSmart and vBond is admin and admin. I'm going to like the system ID. So you need to configure the system ID for vManager, vSmart and vBond. It's 13 because the VPN 0 like physical interface I'm using 1, 2, 3. I just added like 11, 12 and 13 for the same. So that is easy for you guys to remember this. Okay, let me quickly check. Okay. So in first time it's asked for the compute and data, compute data separately. So I'm giving option 1, both compute and data. Click yes. Then the storage is 100 GB. Click yes. So the process is starting. So it takes some time. So when it takes some time, what we'll do, we'll jump onto the vSmart meanwhile, so that it's easy for us to configure. So we don't waste the time. Okay, the username and password is admin. So first time it asks you to reset the password. So I'm just still using the admin. Okay. So we can use this command show running configuration to view the current running configurations here. So here you can see by default like Ethernet 0 is mapped with the VPN 0 and VPN 12 that is management plane. There is no interface. Okay. So go into configure terminal. So go to system. So here we have to configure few parameters. One is system ID 10.0.0.12 for the vSmart. Okay, system IP. Okay, then the organization name which I'm going to use is you can use any organization name. It's up to you guys which one you guys wanted to use. So here I'm going to use an organization name on my own. Enter. Took time. Can use UTC. Yeah, then you have to give the vBond IP. vBond IP is 10.0.0.3. Okay, then you can commit from here itself, commit so that the changes will taken. So I can use exit or I can use this command top to go back. Then I'll go to Ethernet VPN 0, then interface Ethernet 0, IP address 10.0.02/24. Can give no shard. Then you have command called tunnel interface. So what are all that? So what are the service that you want to enable towards this Ethernet interface? So you have to like allow services. So you have like all these options. Like in case of production, it is different. So what all the services you want to enable it. But in case of lab, I am enabling it all. Tunnel service, tunnel interface, allow services all. Okay. Then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do a commit. Okay, now we can verify this. Exit. So you can use this show interface pipe. You can use this command tab. So the interface is up and assigned with an IP 10.0.0.2. Okay, you can see the system IP also is assigned. Okay, then next is let me see if the vManager has come up. Okay, admin. Okay, So now quickly go into configure terminal. Then we'll have to follow the same organization name and vBond IP here. So go to inside the system, and system IP is 10.0.0.11, and we have an organization name. Hope you have to use this organization should be very important, because when you generate the license for the VH or CH, so that time the organization name should be matched on the all the vManage orchestrator and the controller. Next is the time zone, clock time zone. You have to give clock time zone UTC. So I'm using UTC. Then you can use the vBond IP, which is 10.0.0.1. Then I'm going to go back. I can do a commit. Okay. And now I'm going to use the VPN 0. Now in the vManage, we use the GUI on the vManage. So we need to configure the 512 interface for the connected to the management cloud. Also, we will use the VPN 0 for the connected towards the um, controller and the orchestrator and with the VH. So interface Ethernet 0. So IP address is 10.0.0.1/24. Here also we need to configure the channel services. What are the services you need to allow? So as a lab, so I'm allowing all the services. Then I'm gonna do a no shutdown. Mostly it is no shutdown only. Okay, I have to go back top, so I can. So in case you want to change the host name, so you can change the host name under the system. Go inside the system and you can put your host name, and then you can change your host name. I don't want to change the host name currently, so I'm not doing it. Now I'm going to configure. Also inside the VPN 0, so I want to configure the default route /0. Next stop is 10.0.0.1 254 will be my next stop. So I'll use a top command. Then I'll go inside Ethernet VPN 512 towards the management, through which we'll connect to the GUI of this vManage. So interface Ethernet 1 IP address. So in the EVNG, right? So for the management, so here you can see you need to assign this subnet from this particular IP range, so that you can access it via GUI, the vManager. So my IP is 139.188.105.220. So I'm going to assign in this range /24. So IP address is 139.88.105.221. So I'm going to use this IP. So let me check this. It's 188.105. Just wait for a minute. Let's wait for a minute. 188.102.21. Okay. So IP route 0. Then I will give my default gateway. That's it. My configuration. Okay, I need to commit the configuration now. Okay. So let's quickly go and configure the vBond. So I'm seeing some error, but that error will not impact any operations currently, because as we are doing it in EVNG, so there will be some error. So those error will not have any impact. admin and admin. Okay, so the configurations, same configuration. So we will go and the configure terminal. We'll configure system inside system. First is system IP, which is 10.0.0.13, and we have now here you can see this here the vEdge and vBond. The name will be similar, so we need to change the role as vBond. So I'm changing the host name. Then in the vBond configuration, you have to mention the vBond IP. Then you have to mention this as a local. So telling that vBond is a local only, not the remote. So I'm gonna do the commit. Okay, now this. Okay, I missed the organization name, so I need to configure the organization name. It should match in all the devices. So organization name. Then I'll do the commit. I'll go to top. Then I can show interface pipe tab to see the interface connected to the VPN 0. Okay, so you can see the gig 0/0 is connected to the VPN 0 in the EVNG. So VPN 0, I'm gonna use this interface because I've seen one thing, so you cannot reconfigure this Ethernet 0 for VPN 0 and the EVNG. So I'm using the one more interface, that next interface. There are few things that I know that whatever I face, so I am doing it. Maybe it's easy for you to guys if you follow this procedure. Then next is IP address. So tunnel services. So I'm gonna do all those services all as it is a lab. And inside only in vBond. So what type of encapsulation you need to use, right, for TLAC, whether it's a gray or it's ipsec. So I'm gonna use the ipsec protocol. Yes. Then I'm gonna do a commit here. Yeah, exit. So let me verify it. Show interface pipe tab command. So yes, the configurations are done. So let's quickly ping each other. 10.0.0.1. By default it takes the VPN 0. So when I ping, so it should be, yeah, takes the VPN. Correct. So now I have the reachability to my vManager vSmart. So let me quickly check my vManager. So let me quickly ping 10.0.0.3. It's my vBond. Yes, but if I try to ping this my default gateway, right, 254, so I'll not be able to ping because the network is in, by default takes the VPN 0. So I need to mention the management VPN. Let me quickly check this. Okay, the interface is down. Let me check why the interface is down. Show run. Okay, so here you can see it is shut down. So I'm gonna do unshutdown, configure terminal. So sometimes you need to do some little bit troubleshooting. So it's very easy only, not a complex one. So yes, so I'll do the commit, then top, then exit, then I'm gonna ping. So here you can see now I'm able to ping my default gateway. So then I'll be able to access the vManager from my GUI. Okay, let me quickly open my GUI here. So you need to use this port 8443. So yes, so you'll get this certificate error. In case you want, you can upload the certificate, generate the certificate, so that you'll not have this issue. So here what it says, vManage is not ready for temporarily available. So let me check what was the issue. Guess I found the issue. Here you can see this. I given the vBond as 10.0.0.1. So that's the issue. So let me go inside system. Then because of what happens is, for vManage should have the reachability with the vBond. And if that vBond reachability is not there, then you will see this temporarily unavailable message in your browser. It's a small mistake. So 3, let me do a commit. Let me talk, because I face this kind of issue like setting up the lab. If I miss this, I don't have the reachability to the vBond due to some reachability issue, then I'll have this issue. Now we have fixed this. So let me quickly do a refresh. Okay guys, I figured out the issue. The issue was like when I was using like previous lab setup. So I have my certification installed. Okay, and it got saved in the EVNG. So I had to remove this cert chain. So I use this command request to cert chain uninstall. So after that, I was able to access the GUI. Yes, here you can see that. SNM is admin and admin. So it's logging in. So it's asked for the current password. In case if you want to change the password, you can change. Update the password. Yes, the password has been changed successfully. The username is admin. I set a simple password for lab. Admin 123. So let me show you the web page. It's loading. It should be quick, but not sure why it's taking too much time. But I'll give you this command also in the description, so that you guys can use this command to uninstall the salt. So first execute this command and see if it is installed. Then use this command. Then show control local properties. Use this. Then now it shows this the root CA status is not installed, and I'm able to access the GUI. Yeah, that's it guys. This is the GUI, and this is the first part of the video. In the next part of the video on this series, we will see how to install this CA certificate, and how to get the CA certificate, how to sign, and how to upload to vManage, vSmart, and vBond. And thank you everyone for watching. And if you like the video, please share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and like the video.